'cause you got that, yeah. Why you always wanna act like lovers, but you never wanna be each other's. I say don't look back, but I go right back, yeah. All of a sudden I'm hypnotized. You're the one that I can't deny. Every time that I say I'm gonna walk away, you turn me on like a light switch. When you're moving your body around and around. Now I don't wanna fight this. You know how to just make me want you. Turn me on like a light switch. When you're moving your body around and around. You got me in a tight grip. You know how to just make me want you, baby. Do you love it when you keep me guessing? When you leave and then you leave me stressing. But I can't stay mad when you walk like that, no. Why you always wanna act like lovers, but you never wanna be each other's. I said don't look back, but I go right back, and all of a sudden I'm hypnotized. You're the one that I can't deny. Every time that I say I'm gonna walk away, you turn me on like a light switch. When you're moving your body around and around. Now I don't wanna fight this. You know how to just make me want you. Turn me on like a light switch. When you're moving your body around and around. You got me in a tight grip. You know how to just make me want you, baby. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, and show me how you do. You want, you want, you want, you want, you wanna keep me wanting you. Wanna you, girl. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, and show me how you do. You want, you want, you want, you want, you wanna keep me wanting you. Turn me on like a light switch. When you're moving your body around and around. Now I don't wanna fight this. You know how to just make me want to. You turn me on like a light switch. When you're moving your body around and around. You got me in a tight grip. You know how to just make me want you, baby. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, and show me how you do. You want, you want, you want, you want, you wanna keep me wanting you. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, and show me how you do. You want, you want, you want, you want, you wanna keep me wanting you.
I don't like walking around this old and empty house.
So hold my hand, I'll walk with you, my dear.
The stars creak as you sleep, it's keeping me awake.
It's the house telling you to close your eyes.
And some days I can't even trust myself.
It's killing me to see you this way. 'Cause though the truth may not be this, shit will carry our bodies safe to shore.
There's an old voice in my head that's holding me back.
Well, tell her that I miss our little talks.
Soon it will be over and buried with our past.
We used to play outside when we were young and full of life and full of love.
Some days I don't know if I am wrong or right.
Your mind is playing tricks on you, my dear. 'Cause though the truth may not be this, shit will carry our bodies safe to shore. Don't listen to a word I say. The screams all sound the same.
Copy, copy.
Carry our bodies safe to shore. You're gone, gone, gone away. I watched you disappear. All that's left is a ghost of you. Now we're torn, torn, torn apart. There's nothing we can do. Just let me go, we'll meet again soon. Now wait, wait, wait for me. Please hang around. I'll see you when I fall asleep. Don't listen to a word I say. The screams all sound the same. Though the truth may vary, this ship will carry on. Body safe to shore. Don't listen to a word I say. The screams all sound the same. Though the truth may vary, this ship will carry on. Body safe to shore. Though the truth may vary, this ship will carry our body safe to shore. Though the truth may vary, this ship will carry our body safe to shore.
Dr. Paula Hernandez is requesting somebody background.
Copy.
Like a moth to a flame, I'll pull you in, I'll pull you back to what you need initially. It's just one call away, and you'll leave him, you're loyal to me. But this time I'll let you be. 'Cause he seems like he's good for you, and he makes you feel like you should. And all your friends say he's the one, his love for you is true. But does he know you call me when he sleeps? Or does he know the pictures that you keep? Or does he know the reasons that you cry? Or tell me, does he know where your heart lies? Where it truly lies? Yeah, you should be with him. I let you go from time. You should stay with him, 'cause he seems like he's good for you, and he makes you feel like you should. And all your friends say he's the one, his love for you is true. But does he know you call me when he sleeps? Or does he know the pictures that you keep? Or does he know the reasons that you cry? Or tell me, does he know where your heart lies? Where it truly lies? Right here with me, babe, where it truly lies. My baby, where it truly lies. My baby, where it truly lies. Where it truly lies.
on now.
You can.
Okay, what time is it?
Isn't this where you're sitting? Soda. Took me a minute, but I found it. Soda. Let's still go horn
So, we gotta start. Starting. Check the orange juice. So, nice full chords at the beginning. Here we go. Percussion. Starting. Now, there we go.
Do you know it's Fanta or it's left? Fanta.
Oh, shit, hold up. Wait, Mr. Sir. Please wait, Mr. Dancing.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Hello?
the 2025 commencement is ready to begin.
Hello?
Hello everyone, and welcome to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2025. My name is Caitlin Sturgar, and I am the 2024-2025 ASB President. Graduates and guests, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Face the flag, put your right hand over your heart, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag to the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I would like to welcome Rianne Scott to sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets spread clear, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Please be seated. Esteemed guests and families, please welcome our principal, Mr. Adrian Ayala.
Good evening, parents, families, and friends. Welcome to Monrovia High School for the commencement ceremony for the graduating class of 2025. It is an honor and a privilege to be principal of this storied school, a school so rich in tradition and community spirit. I would like to begin by introducing our dignitaries who have supported our students over the course of the years. Representing our district elected officials, School Board President, Mr. Rob Hammond. Vice President, Ms. Maritza Travante. Clerk, Ms. Celine Lockerbie. Member, Mr. Daniel Gomez Tagle. Member, Mr. Michael Ocon. District Superintendent, Dr. Paula Hart-Rodas. Mayor from the City of Monrovia, Ms. Becky Shevlin. Also our keynote speaker, Mr. Ryan Menlove. Not on the stage, but part of Executive Cabinet, Assistant Superintendent of Educational Service, Dr. Jeffrey Zamaripa. Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, Dr. Vanessa Landesfeind. Interim Assistant Superintendent of Business Services, Dr. Greg Giroux. Assistant Principal, Mr. Dominic Picon. Assistant Principal, Ms. Morena Tejada Fisher. I would like to draw our attention to my left to acknowledge our honor guard who have joined us on the field this evening. Each senior had the opportunity to nominate one individual who has made an impact in their life. These members were invited to join us tonight to stand in support of these students and their accomplishments. Honor Guard, you are here because you made a difference in the lives of these graduates. You made a connection that lasts a lifetime. The Honor Guard consists of teachers, counselors, coaches from elementary to high school, from our district and others. Will the Honor Guard please stand? I would also like to thank all district teachers and staff members who have had a hand in the success of the class of 2025. Most importantly, I would like to thank you, the parents and the guardians, for your support of our students during the last 4 years. Graduation is a time of celebration when we joyously embrace family and friends. Welcome. Graduation is a major milestone in the lives of our students, and this celebration not only encompasses their academic achievements, but also the preservation and appreciation of public school education, college and career aspirations, and being a lifelong learner. The class of 2025 has learned to persevere through challenges in their young lives. The worldwide pandemic and the local Eaton fires could not derail their individual academic goals. In life, graduates, I encourage each of you to display grit and perseverance with life challenges. Through all challenges, hold on to the positive. Hold on to the feeling of success. Hold on to the support of those around us. And most importantly, can you continue to be lifelong learners, professionally and personally. Life lessons can be learned on the campuses of public universities, private institutions, workplaces, and military armed forces. Continue to be lifelong learners with your mind and your heart, working in unison to think and love. Use your abilities to be able to work hard for your dreams to come true. I trust that you will take the lessons, the skills, and the qualities you learned here at Monrovia High School and apply them to each step in your life. Congratulations to all the graduates and all the mentors, teachers, parents, and guardians. From the lyrics of Bob Dylan, graduates, may you grow to be righteous. May you grow to be true. May you always know the truth and see the light surrounding you. May you always be courageous, stand upright, and be strong. May you live strong, forever young. Thank you. In the tradition of graduation commencement ceremonies, academic recognition and academic distinctions are on display with graduate cords and stoles. Honor cords are awarded to the students who have met specific academic criteria during their high school career. The honor to wear graduation cords during their commencement ceremony goes to top students and members of clubs and honor societies as an acknowledgement of their achievements. Stoles for Monrovia High School come in different colors, decorated with logos or designs representing different achievements of membership and academic distinction. At this time, I want to recognize 4 groups. 3 are from the state of California, and 1 is from the national level. These awards are given nationwide, and I want you to hear these numbers because it's quite impressive. At this time, I want to recognize the students who earned the Golden State Seal Merit Diploma. These students have earned a letter grade of B+ or better, standards met in at least 6 different subject areas. The state of California will recognize 125,000 students statewide. Please stand if you are one of the 120 graduates who has received the Golden State Seal Merit Diploma. Please be seated. A second group of academic distinctions are the recipients of the California State Seal of Biliteracy. These 120 students have attained high functional and academic levels of proficiency in English and a second world language. Approximately 25,000 California graduates will receive the State Seal of Biliteracy. Please stand if you are one of the 120 students to be recognized by the state of California. The third group of students being recognized is the honor of California's Scholarship Federation. A lot of people refer to this as CSF. Lifetime membership has been earned by these 18 students based on their abilities to foster high standards of scholarship, service, and citizenship during their enrollment in a California high school. Please stand if you are one of the 18 students to be recognized by the state of California. The fourth group being honored is a National Honor Society Gold Seal graduate. These 16 students are recognized throughout the nation and are selected by national guidelines, which include scholarships of 3.5 or higher grade point average, leadership, character, and service. Coursework must include advanced placement courses in the 4 core areas of studies. Please stand if you are one of the 16 students to be recognized by the nation. On display, you can see Monrovia High School is truly the home of scholars and champions. Thank you, class of 2025. It is now my distinct honor and privilege to introduce this year's keynote speaker. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Ryan Menlove. Mr. Menlove is a career educator who continues to serve the Monrovia Unified School District.
I am humbled and excited to be speaking to you on this evening, on this stage. Never did I think I would be addressing a graduating class. When I walked across this stage in 1992, I, like you, like many of you, was just happy to be graduating. You see, Mama didn't raise no valedictorian. And when I was your age, never did I think I would ever be a teacher, let alone addressing a graduating class at my alma mater. More miraculous things have happened, and well, here I am. As I was preparing my remarks for this evening, I first thought about addressing you in a language that you would understand. You know it's coming, don't you? I wanted to be a little nonchalant about it, and low-key, I was a little excited. But then I thought you might find it a little cringe. But I really didn't want to gatekeep my ability to use your own slang. But mostly, I just wanted to cook. I wanted my remarks to be fire and not just mid. In the end, I decided against it, as it would probably just result in negative aura. So please allow me to take a few moments in my own style and share a little Mr. Menlove lore with you that hopefully might stick with you for the rest of your life. The truth is, most of you will never remember what is said here tonight. And I would bet that most people in the audience tonight don't remember who spoke at their high school graduation or what was even said. Nonetheless, let me quickly share two stories that I hope might stick with you throughout your journey. A few years ago, during a particularly difficult day of teaching high school seniors, I know you don't think you can be very difficult, but usually by the second day of school, when senioritis starts to set in, things can be a little challenging. I was met by Miss Harrison in the hallway, who was at her wit's end. And all that came to my mind in talking to her was, just love them. Because the truth is, you might have heard the saying before, people aren't going to remember what you say. They're going to remember how you made them feel. And feeling loved is going to go a lot further than any government, economics, or any other school lesson that any of us could ever teach. So this moment, I would like to think about all of those people who have just loved you, who have gotten you here to where you are today. Whether it's a member of the honor guard sitting over here to your right, or your friends and family who are sitting in the stands. And while they are going to do a lot of applauding for you this evening, I want to change the script a little bit. Can you please stand and applaud someone who just loved you? Class of 2025, stand up and applaud these people who just loved you. Thank you. Now let me take this one step further and give you the same advice. Just love you. Don't be so hard on yourself. Give yourself a break. Know that you're going to make mistakes and learn from them. Know that each one of you has talents and something great to offer. When things get difficult, and they will, when you get down on yourself, hear me in the back of your mind saying, just love you. The next story I'd like to share is something that any former student who might be in the audience tonight has probably already heard. But it was such an impactful moment in my life that I wanted to share with you. In 2004, my father passed away from cancer. My mother and father had purchased a burial plot in Utah, so he was going to be buried there. After we had the funeral here in Monrovia, I loaded up his casket into my dad's Suburban, and I drove with my dad to Utah. Now, for some of you, that might seem really strange. But for me, prior to teaching, I was working at Douglas and Zook Mortuary for about 5 years. So it was perfectly normal for me. Anyway, on this particular trip to what would be my father's final resting place, we drove Interstate 15 to Utah. I had made this trip probably hundreds of times to visit relatives over the years. But this trip was a little different than all the rest. It wasn't the world's largest thermometer, the mega resorts of Las Vegas, or even the vastness of the Mojave Desert that caught my attention, as they usually do. This time, something else grabbed my attention, and it was in the form of something much smaller, but much more meaningful than all of those big things. What caught my attention this time were all the crosses along the freeway, marking the spot where somebody had lost their life. In a trip that would usually be filled with big things, it was the small things that grabbed my attention. And as I drove that day, I realized that the joy and love in life does not come from the big things, but from the small things that too often go overlooked. It's in the relationships we build and in the time spent with friends and family that matter more than any test, any job, or any material possession. Life is full of big things, like Vegas, or the world's largest thermometer, or like this moment right here for you, your high school graduation. Enjoy the big things, but don't ever forget, it's the small things that will bring you happiness. So as you go on your journey and leave high school behind, and as you say, get in it, you will experience all the joys and challenges that life after high school has to offer. As you do, don't forget to just love you and don't overlook the things that matter most. In order to wrap things up now, let me take a moment and quote High School Musical 3. Because someday, whether you're walking across this stage to give a commencement address at your alma mater, or wherever you find yourself around the world, you can help me out. Once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Valedictorians, please come forward. Thank you, Mr. Menlove. The valedictorian is a student, or in this case, 9 students, ranking highest on the 4.0 scale. In Latin, valedictorian means farewell sayer. Being named valedictorian has come to symbolize one of the highest honors you can receive academically in high school. 2 of the 9 valedictorians will share their goodbye speeches on behalf of all 9 students. Valedictorians, on behalf of the Monrovia High School faculty, I am proud to introduce you the valedictorians for the class of 2025 with a perfect 4.0 average. Please stand when I call your name. Elena Abdamalak. Maya Cheng. Carson Edgington. Olivia Hernandez. Angelina Labio. Senna Nagata. Kai Scheidler. Loved Tan. Summer Yang. Let's congratulate all 9 of our valedictorians with a round of applause. Now, Kai Scheidler will deliver the first of 2 valedictorian speeches for tonight's commencement ceremony.
Hello everyone, I'm Kai Scheidler, and I'm here to talk about expectations. Something which I feel is especially relevant given the number of expectations for this moment right now. But first, I would like to start off by doing something expected. I would like to thank the people who helped me get to the point of giving this speech in the first place. So thank you to my mom, dad, stepmom, siblings, and the rest of my family and friends who have supported me in this journey. Thank you to all the wonderful teachers I've had along the way, and thank you to the staff and faculty of MHS, along with my entire graduating class, for participating in this journey with me. I have no doubt that there was likely at least one thing at some point that was expected of you during high school. Something which determined how you acted because it was what others believed you would do. I know that lots of times during my high school career, actions I've performed or feats I've accomplished have been explained in their entirety by 3 words. Because you're Kai. However, since I didn't want to be defined by others' expectations from me, I avoided talking about my scores in any given test, and when asked what I got, I would jokingly say I got from 0 to 100%, protecting me from the expectations put upon me by others who expected I would do well no matter what, and preventing me from being the metric that others measure themselves up to. While today may mark our final day as Monrovia High School seniors, it also marks our final day of living the lives others have expected of us during high school. And because of this, it is my main wish for us all that as we move into adulthood, we do not let expectations define us, whether that be what we do in life, how we act, or anything at all. I want to make it abundantly clear to you all today that it is well within our power to act outside of the expectations of others. There is nothing in this world that we have to do entirely because you're Kai, or because you are whoever you are right now, or because you're Mr. Vasquez who asked that I include him in this speech. There is no expectation-shaped hole that any of us are required to fill in the world. Instead, there's only us and a world ready for whatever we decide to do and whoever we decide to be. Now, I'd like to close with one final expected thing. A quote. And so in the words of Mr. Menlove, from the prestigious film High School Musical 3, I'd like to ask that everyone always remembers that once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. Thank you.
Thank you, Kai. Now, Elena Abdamalak will deliver the second speech for tonight's commencement ceremony.
Good evening, esteemed faculty, proud families, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2025. This is the day we've all been waiting for, some of us patiently and others counting down the calendar for the sophomore year. It's hard to believe we finally reached this moment, but when we take a look back at the journey we've been on, the numbers really start to tell a story of how far we've come. I remember taking a state test in elementary school and my teacher, Ms. Salzman, telling me to put 2025 on my paper. This is the time where we still use papers rather than computers. I asked, "What's that number for?" She said back, "That's the year you graduate." That was almost a decade ago, but that core memory stuck with me, and I'm sure most of you as well, like it was yesterday. It got me thinking about all the numbers behind our journey, and I'd like to begin by sharing some statistics, in case you guys didn't get enough math yet. Mr. Zeman, please don't judge me. Over the past 12 years of our academic lives, we have had 55 teachers, 75 classes, 4,500 homework assignments, 1,000 quizzes and tests, 4,000 hours spent studying, and over 50 school events. And all of these numbers and hours have led up to this rewarding moment, our high school diploma. However, I know if I were to ask you to all look back at your academic years, you wouldn't tell me about the tests, assignments, or classes, but instead all the memories you made through them. The late night study session calls with friends, the stories and jokes shared with our teachers, Miss Ford, I know you know all the lore, and all the teachers' laughs and food shared at football games. Not only is it about the memories, but the lessons we've learned through failures. Whether it's failing to meet that expectation or pass that test, we've learned how to take a different approach and succeed. I'd like to share the most important lesson I've learned over the past 4 years: grit. There were moments where people doubted I would become valedictorian because of my ethnic background of being a Middle Eastern woman. Honestly, it shook me and it made me doubt myself. It was these moments I allowed to define my potential, and I began to lose faith. Until my dad reminded me of who I am. He taught me that the comments will come and go, people will come and go, and doubt will come and go. My dad also taught me to take in that negativity and work harder than ever, not to prove it to them or anyone else, but to prove it to myself. Grit means to stick to it, to keep going, and to keep persistent. Through negativity and self-doubt, just keep doing it. Grit is one of the strongest attributes you could ever have, and I'd like to thank my dad for shaking that lie out of me. As we head off our separate ways and tackle different seasons in our lives, is it important that we all have grit to achieve our goals and follow our dreams. That may look very different for each of us. Looking out into the crowd right now, I see lawyers, doctors, engineers, entrepreneurs, and teachers, and the list is endless. It reminds me of a word, sonder. The textbook definition says, the realization that each random passerby is living a life as vivid and as complex as your own. It means that in every seat next to you, in every car driving home as you exit, and as you search in the crowd for your family, there is someone else with worries, dreams, aspirations, and stories as vivid and as complex as your own. I mention this to say that we aren't alone. Even though we are all going our separate ways and to many different colleges, we are all still one big Wildcat family. As Mr. Dole says often, once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. A Wildcat is known for their agility and adaptability in difficult environments and times. Us going through COVID was hard. Us going through AP exams and peak senioritis was really hard. Leaving was hard, new adventures are hard, and saying goodbye to your closest friends and classmates is especially hard. But today isn't about saying goodbye, it's about saying until next time. The next time you visit your friends, the next time you see your teachers and thank them for the impact that you had on their life, and the next time some of your kids will be sitting where you are sitting now. Lastly, I'd like to say some thank yous. I'd like to thank ChatGPT. No, I'm just kidding. This was all brains up here. But seriously, I'd like to thank all the teachers who worked extra hard to make sure we all succeed. I'd like to thank Mr. Doles and Dr. Mercado for the impact that they left on my life and the lessons I will always remember. My best friends, who I call my sisters, who went through life with me, and of course, my family. My mom and my dad, who are always pushing me to be the best. And most importantly, God, who gave me the faith and the hope because I wouldn't have done it without him. Thank you, God. Hug your people a little longer today and always remember where you come from. My name is Alina Abdulmalak. I'm so honored to speak with you guys today. Congratulations, Wildcat family.
In the tradition The senior class president will address the class. Caitlin Morrison, can you please come forward?
Good evening. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Caitlin Morrison, and I have had the honor of serving as the senior class president for the unforgettable class of 2025. I'd like to begin by thanking all the integral figures in our lives who've made this monumental accomplishment possible. We are joined today by distinguished guests, respected faculty, dedicated administration, supportive families, and lifelong friends, all of whom we owe parts of our success to, so thank you. As I was writing this speech, I contemplated a lot on what to say, to not waste the final opportunity I had to speak with you all today. I wanted to give you all a memorable send-off filled with funny stories and wise advice, but then I realized I'd be lying if I stood here pretending I had all the answers, because I am too, just an 18-year-old graduate still trying to figure things out, despite the past 12 years of schooling. So instead, I want to share a few real lessons I have learned during my time here at Monrovia High School. Lesson 1 comes from my mom. She always told me to not wish time away because it moves fast enough on its own already. In other words, live in the moment or you might miss it. Ever since we were little, we've all wished to grow up a bit faster. We wanted to be teenagers, we couldn't wait to drive, we wanted to know exactly what life had in store. But the truth is, we only get 18 years of childhood, 18 years to be kids. And as we've all seen, it goes by way too fast. We have our entire lives to be CEOs, doctors, engineers, authors, parents, to be anything we want to be. But this moment, the moment we are living right now, is fleeting too. Every hardship, every success, every friendship, and every falling out has uniquely molded us into the graduates we are today. Each and every piece of our experiences and those who share them with us make up our story. So instead of constantly looking towards some things that will come in time, add to your collection of moments, evolve into who you were meant to be one day at a time, and keep writing your story from the present. Lesson 2 is a quote from Mr. Doles. Always look for the red cars. Whenever you're driving, or for some, our parents are driving, we might rarely ever see red cars on the road. However, when you actively look for the red cars, they start to appear everywhere you go. And while I would love to teach some of my friends in the audience how to drive and the rules of the road, this analogy is sadly not about cars. The red cars are a symbol for positivity. Take the time to seek out the good in people, in our circumstances, and in yourself. Give others grace, but also do not forget to give yourself grace as well. Life will always come with its challenges and its setbacks, but if you're intentionally looking for the light, you'll find it. Lastly, lesson 3, experiencing fear and discomfort is a privilege. After today, our futures will be completely up to us. We will be forced to pick paths for ourselves without knowing what is to come from it and questioning whether we made the right choice or not. And that can be terrifying. Only being scared, unsure, and even a little bit uncomfortable at times is the best part. Feeling these emotions means there are endless possibilities for us, of course, to fail, but also to thrive. So take risks, explore boldly, love fearlessly, and don't run from the discomfort, but run towards it. Because it is in those uncertain, messy moments that we find out who we really are and what we are truly capable of becoming. Together, we are not just the graduating class of 2025, but a cohesive, beautiful mosaic of growth, failures, hardships, shared moments, and now milestone achievement. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2025. This is only our beginning.
Thank you, Caitlin. I now would like to introduce our district superintendent, Dr. Paula Hart-Rodas.
Thank you, Mr. Ayala. Good evening, honored board members, Mayor Shevlin, administration, faculty, family, and friends, and of course, the Monrovia High School class of 2025. I feel truly privileged to stand here with you all today and to celebrate this momentous occasion. Students, of all of the milestones that will occur in your life, your high school graduation is one of the sweetest. So take a moment to look around and drink it in. Savor it. Lock these images in your mind and look back with them with fondness for years and years to come. As you leave here today as graduates and enter the world of adults, I encourage you to open your hearts and your minds to the people that you meet. There is something of yourself that you leave behind at every meeting with another person. Always strive to leave each person a little better than they were before they met you. Throughout your years here, you have learned many lessons, both big and small. Please take those lessons with you as it means to steer your life towards continued success and happiness. I encourage you to go out into the world and discover all that it has to offer to you. As you've heard before today, be brave, take risks, give back, challenge yourselves, and don't be afraid to fail or make mistakes. Most of all, trust, and as Mr. Menlove so wisely put, love yourself. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Hart-Rodas. I would like to ask Board President Mr. Hammond to join me at the podium. He represents the Board of Education. And as they stand before you, I certify that the students before you have successfully completed our challenging course of study, and our high school diploma graduates have fulfilled all the graduation requirements of the Monrovia High School District and the state of California. Their diplomas are WASP accredited, NC2A, and University of California approved. Our certificate areas of study have met the state, national, and professional requirements to work in the designated industries. The class of 2025 is ready to become graduates of our prestigious academic institution. Board President Hammond.
Thank you, Mr. Ayala. To the class of 2025, no one does anything by themselves, especially not the Board of Education. We simply put the policies forward that allow every student who comes into the Monrovia Unified School District the ability to cross this stage and earn their diploma. I get to work with a group of fantastic people. Mrs. Maritza Tavanti, Mrs. Celine Lockerbie, Mr. Daniel Gomez Tagle, and Mr. Michael O'Cone. These are the people that work every day to make sure that every student here has all the opportunities to succeed in life. But I want to thank a couple of people right now. First and foremost, I'd like to thank your parents, guardians, and families to getting you to school every single day that made this possible. Thank you, families. I'd also like to thank every one of your teachers from kindergarten to high school. When you walked into school 12 years ago, this is the culmination of your 12 years of hard work. Thank you, teachers. I'd like to give you 3 simple tools that will give you success in life, and you've already accomplished 2 of them. The first is to show up. You're here. The second is don't give up, as evidenced by what you're going to be achieving tonight. The last is to help somebody else up. That's very important because we don't do anything by ourselves. Help the next person to be able to be in that same chair you're in today. And one last thing, there's a young lady in this graduating class who I've known since she was born. Congratulations, Bella. Class of 2025, one last thing. Our wish, the board's wish for you, is that your feet will take you where your dreams want to go. Mr. Ayala, on behalf of the entire Board of Education, we gladly accept the class of 2025.
Thank you, Board President Hammond, and each board member who stand here in unity to honor our graduates. And now it's a time you all have been waiting for, the presentation of the diplomas. Our 4 name callers, please come forward. In our tradition, the kids get to sit with their childhood friends. We do not do it in alphabetical order, so hopefully everybody is ready with their cameras to capture this moment.
Kevin Garcia.
Aiden Elizalde.
Jacob Jimenez Lopez.
Seth Edmondson.
Paul Gowan.
He's okay. Ezekiel Martinez.
Bodie Birch.
Giovanni Trevino.
Leland Marente, seal of biliteracy.
Nicholas Ortega.
Matthew Shane Samaripa, seal of biliteracy.
Connor Wynn.
Luke Smith, seal of biliteracy.
Noah Tanio.
Jack Schneier.
Aiden Choi, seal of biliteracy.
Taylor Mellinger.
Ilan Asensio, seal of biliteracy.
Cameron Trompetta.
Angel Lima, seal of biliteracy.
Sako Collegian.
Cameron Merchant, blue seal.
Caitlin Justine Sturgar, blue seal, seal of biliteracy.
Devin Harbaugh.
Haley Hernandez Gonzalez.
Dago Garcia.
Jeremy Nash, gold seal, seal of biliteracy.
Artur Shurovsky, gold seal.
Hallie Jean Samaripa, seal of biliteracy.
Adrian Rosas.
Caitlin Morrison, blue seal, gold seal, seal of biliteracy.
Maritza Vega, seal of biliteracy.
Jonathan Joyner.
Audrey Kuzin, seal of biliteracy.
Madison Morales.
Jenna Solano.
Amara Mercado.
Caleb Polo.
Angelina Lee Labio, gold seal, blue seal.
Alyssa Miranda Santos, seal of biliteracy.
Alyssa Villarreal.
Allison Christina Santos, seal of biliteracy.
Harry Terrell.
Andrew Della O.
Rochelle Beckmezian.
Dylan Guzman.
Angel Perez.
Christopher Watson.
Michael Gergis.
Joshua Logan Shee, Blue Seal, Seal of Biliteracy.
Jarrett Diaz.
Aiden Lopez, Gold Seal, Seal of Biliteracy.
William Jones Locke.
Drake Nelson.
Jocton Portillo.
Christian Serrano, Seal of Biliteracy.
Robert Gavidia.
Iris Aldana, Seal of Biliteracy and Gold Seal.
Austin Nicasio.
Sophia Sayosen, Seal of Biliteracy and Golden Seal.
Christy Alexa Schuyler, Banzuela Tibe.
Katie Yao, Seal of Civic Engagement and Gold Seal.
Bree Tinio.
Priscilla Tran, Gold Seal.
Alexis Mendez.
Alina Bevzenko.
Maya Towns.
Citlali Itzel Cruz.
Lauren Juarez.
Cindy Michelle Monteroso Ruiz.
Loretta Boyerman.
Mia Duarte.
Fernando Carvajal.
Jada Vo.
Matthew Gutierrez, Seal of Biliteracy.
Alyssa Gomez Hare, French Honor Society.
Lincoln Johnson.
Victoria Zerimar.
Zais Hernandez, Seal of Biliteracy.
Audrey Chavez.
Adrian Sanchez.
Lucas Imhoff, French Honor Society.
Micah Malgin.
Natalia Lopez, Gold Seal, Seal of Biliteracy.
Jeremiah Botros, Seal of Biliteracy.
Malaya Campbell, Gold Seal, Seal of Biliteracy.
Lucas Miller.
Annabelle Ramirez, Gold Seal, Seal of Biliteracy.
Sullivan Zinn.
Melissa Ramirez, Seal of Biliteracy and Gold Seal.
Diego Cesar Pulido, Blue Seal, Seal of Biliteracy.
Alina Marquez, Seal of Biliteracy.
Saya Smith, French Honor Society.
Amira Najera, Blue Seal and Seal of Biliteracy.
Senna Nagata.
Star Wood, Seal of Biliteracy.
Violet Moore.
Atlawa Romero.
Chanel Devoren Callan.
Sinjin Linder.
Isabella Marie Lett, Seal of Biliteracy.
Jose Pascual.
Kylie Ware, Seal of Biliteracy.
Michael Gonzalez, Golden Seal.
Melody Archila.
Devin Booth.
Ava Hackworth, Blue Seal.
Erin Daviana Calva, Seal of Biliteracy.
Annabelle Mastrobuono, Blue Seal.
Josue Angel Mercado Martinez Sandoval Gonzalez, Seal of Biliteracy.
Matthew Shavari, Blue Seal.
Amaris Avali Hiron, Seal of Biliteracy.
Summer Yang, Gold Seal, Seal of Biliteracy.
Valentina Ramirez, Seal of Biliteracy.
Mason Sheeran, Seal of Biliteracy.
Jire Montes Valle.
Heidi Rogstad, Seal of Biliteracy.
Adrian Ambries.
Malena Valle.
Brianne Scott.
Samantha Flores.
Giselle Garcia, Seal of Biliteracy.
Caitlin Cass.
Jasmine Marlene Rodriguez, Blue Seal graduate.
Marissa Polanco.
Marisa Macias, Blue Seal graduate, Spanish Honor Society, Seal of Biliteracy.
Stephen Rodriguez, Seal of Biliteracy.
Elena Abdel Malak, Blue Seal graduate.
Darren Nertanio, Seal of Biliteracy.
Ulysses Martinez.
Maxwell Towner, Seal of Biliteracy, International Thespian Society.
Daniel Zamaripa.
Carson Edgington, Seal of Biliteracy.
Joshua Griffith.
Kayla Vashani, Blue Seal, Gold Seal, Seal of Biliteracy.
Davion Young.
Simone Godse, International Thespian Society, Seal of Biliteracy.
Elijah Allen.
Abigail Elizabeth Coe, National Technical Honor Society.
Jalen Harvey.
Piper Pobanelli, Blue Seal, Seal of Biliteracy, International Thespian Society.
Dominic Paez.
Olivia Hernandez.
Vincent Paez.
Leilani Xiao.
Luna Franco.
Maya Chang, Blue Seal, Gold Seal, Seal of Biliteracy.
Charlize Delgado.
Nicholas Ponce.
Jonathan Mejia Garcia.
Fabian Diaz.
Bianca Hernandez.
Nathaniel Rosales.
Samantha Ordaz.
Carlos Herrera.
Aaron Valencia.
William Kritz.
Daniel Guevara, Gold Seal, Seal of Biliteracy.
David Alvarez.
Callie Vigil.
Fernando Josué Figueroa.
Mia Aram, Gold Seal.
Richard Ethan Wagner.
Lana Rodriguez.
Jasmine Alexis Rodriguez, Seal of Biliteracy.
Jaden Rico.
Isabella Guadalupe Reyes, Spanish Honor Society, Seal of Biliteracy.
Jasmine Mendez.
Alexandra Delgado Bedoya, Seal of Biliteracy.
Ashley Santiago.
Cecilia Angela Daniela Gomez, Spanish Honor Society, Seal of Biliteracy.
Yadira Cervantes.
Liliana Casas.
Arlene Calderon.
Angelina Jimenez.
Anna Divine.
Isabella de la Peña.
Fernando Mendez Sapien.
Kurt Barcelona.
Ariana Vasquez.
Ulysses Aguila.
Damian Santinas.
Rebecca Andelen, Gold Seal.
Enrique Molina, Blue Seal.
Phoebe Navarro Webb, Blue Seal, Seal of Biliteracy.
Steven Garcia.
Ethan Lynn Ray, Seal of Biliteracy.
Alan Giovanni Perez Hernandez.
Ricardo Garcia Sanchez.
Fitzgerald Dominguez Paredes.
Samantha Zurita Osorio.
Will Christian.
Mitchell Edward Thomas.
Paul Medina.
J. Loera Avila, seal of biliteracy.
Luis Ángel Ramos.
Isabella Correa, seal of biliteracy.
Sofia Cerrato, seal of biliteracy.
Ruby Azni Chenault, seal of biliteracy.
Sergio Perez.
Micaiah Scheidler, blue seal, gold seal of biliteracy.
Jake Ryan Regulados.
Mia Skateris, seal of biliteracy, gold seal.
Luke Teriotis.
Clarissa Crabtree, blue seal of biliteracy.
Tristan O. Anderson.
Alex Myers, gold seal of biliteracy.
Bianca Anderson.
Lorenzo Caballero.
Isabel Rose Jordan.
Maddox Calles Morales.
Rebecca Jane Anderson, gold seal of biliteracy.
Stephen Patrick Hernandez.
Cindy Reese Perez, blue seal of biliteracy.
Kimberly Talamante, seal of biliteracy.
Brenda Melgar Pascual, seal of biliteracy.
Isabel Perez.
Vanessa Morales Pacheco, seal of biliteracy.
Lisbeth Colazo.
Gabriela Renteria, seal of biliteracy.
Ivan Paulino.
Melanie Serrano Dimas.
Emmanuel Tovar.
Giselle Nunez, blue seal graduate, seal of biliteracy.
Liliana Andrade.
Brian Quintanilla.
Eduardo Cortez.
Josh Cruz Valdez.
Robert Middleton.
Alan Saravilla.
Sean Black.
Tomás Gallardo.
Zoe Holiday.
Andrea Martinez.
Roman Whitten.
David Pineda.
Mark James.
Vanessa Vega.
Jesse Younger.
Melanie Rosales, seal of biliteracy.
Alexander de la Cruz.
Mauricio Cabrera Navarrete.
Daniel Ciro Sanchez.
Estrella Fajardo.
Benjamin Valladares.
Andrea Molina.
Nathan Vasquez.
Daisy Orellana.
Emma Luton.
Ashley Gonzalez.
Michael Becerra.
Ali Sayon.
Lorraine Victoria Monroe Ramirez.
Brianna Sanchez, blue seal of biliteracy.
Mariela Andrew, gold seal of biliteracy.
Yaris Magana, seal of biliteracy.
Michael Ruelas.
Amy Victorio Arias, seal of biliteracy.
Jada Herrera.
Amber Nicole Washington, seal of biliteracy.
Nevea Lizeth Menendez, seal of biliteracy.
Lavette Shelton.
Isaac Diego Diaz, gold seal.
Darlene Loon.
Sunday Capri Rice.
Azizi Darie, seal of biliteracy.
Maya Malaysia Linnea Harges.
Kevin Ezekiel Sales.
Sayla Gonzalez, seal of biliteracy.
Jalissa Marlene Reyes.
Raven LaJoyce Bradford.
Olivia Paamulia Moore, seal of biliteracy.
Brianna John Petway.
David Mercado, seal of biliteracy.
Brianna Julia Torres.
Christian Oliver Pascual.
Kaylee Rion Zamora.
Yamilet Martinez Ramirez.
Carlos Bautista Garcia.
Jasmine Olivia Delgado.
Luis Salgado, seal of biliteracy.
Georgia Gaylord, seal of biliteracy.
Alexander Leon, seal of biliteracy.
Andrea Mejia.
Ariel Chen, National French Society, seal of biliteracy.
Mariah Glenn, seal of biliteracy, Blue Seal graduate.
Jose Cano.
Nadine Janelle Quintana.
Sawyer Mitchell, seal of biliteracy.
Giselle Elisa Crayon.
Jackson Killen, gold seal, seal of biliteracy.
Tyler Joel Bell.
Xavier Hasso, seal of biliteracy.
Giselle Leilani Omaña.
Cash Rodriguez.
Ariana Mendoza.
Mason Juan, gold seal.
Citlali Gonzalez.
Jasmine Liu, seal of biliteracy.
Auroralina Gonzalez Barker.
Fernando Revilla.
Maya May Thomas, Gold Seal, California Scholarship Federation.
Francisco Arevalo Rodriguez.
Jocelyn Cruz Garcia, Gold Seal, Spanish Honor Society.
Lucas Guerrero.
Quinn Gerberson.
Musar Muhammad, gold seal.
Jonathan Mong.
Michael Deshaun Jadell Adams, gold seal.
Jocelyn Castro.
Justin Ibarra Kenny.
Merin Yareli Ramirez Ramirez.
Lesia Elizabeth Ovalle Sanchez.
Aiden Meda.
Harmony Gutierrez McCaskey, seal by literacy, Spanish Honor Society.
Juliana Tordino.
Sofia Elizabeth Bonilla.
Hannah Lira, Gold Seal.
Jerilyn Leon.
Jaden De Guzman, Gold Seal.
Sarah Lopez.
Brandon Reyes.
Angel Esteban Torres, seal of biliteracy.
Johnny Aguilar, Gold Seal.
Miriam Andrea Rosa, seal of biliteracy.
Isaac Marquez.
Brianna Marquez.
Rolando Reef.
Melanie Monjardin.
Ronnie Carmona.
Ashley Luvano.
Jinji Tang.
Jaylene Marquez.
Noah Harrington.
Marissa Mendez.
Emily Hernandez.
Natalie Caudillo.
Ichinsi Loa.
Jesse Medina.
Darian Cardenas.
Selena McBrady.
Carlos Ramos.
Elijah McGee Alvarez.
Nathan Nicholas Sanchez.
Diego Rodriguez Lara.
Adrian Macias.
Francisco Zamora, seal of biliteracy.
Daniel Presley Sendejas.
Juan Pablo J.P. Mejia Guzman.
Maximilian Maldonado.
Gael Ramirez.
Christopher Garcia.
Luis Lopez, seal of biliteracy.
Abraham Castañon.
Mariana Ramos Amudio, seal of biliteracy, gold seal.
Julian Fernandez.
Alani Kuhn, seal of biliteracy, gold seal.
Nathan Aguirre.
Kayla Rojas.
Adrian Aguirre.
Ezequiel Antunes.
Kimberly Hernandez.
Moisés Santiago.
Altea Evangelista.
Oscar Quintero Anolino.
Aiden Mendoza.
David García Áviles.
Aaron Luna.
Corey White.
Rodrigo Cerrato. Evan O'Toole. Benjamin McGinnis. Amanda Romero Aquino. Pedro Ramos. Fátima Hernández.
You guys are.
Hello?
Thank you, seniors, for making the last 4 years memorable and inspiring. Would you all please stand one final time as our Monrovia High School band performs the Alma Mater. And now, the changing of the tassel. The moving of the tassel from the right to the left is a tradition signal that a student has completed their diploma. Graduates, please join me in turning your tassel from right to left. Congratulations, class of 2025. Family and friends, I am proud to present to you one final time the graduating class of 2025. Guests, please remain in your areas until all graduating students have exited. Be safe and be kind. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Good job, Jose. Can we go home? Yeah! Let's go home, dude.
Turn this right side.
What time is this? About 7? Oh, it's 6:30. I'm gonna let my mom know the big